How you're welcome back to my new video. My dear technician, check this out. One of my technicians sent this phone all the way from Benue State, Nigeria to my place here in Akwa Ibom State. Check this out. He sent this phone to me for repair. The phone is not powering on. According to him, he told me that he gave it to some technician to try, but still did not work. So he sent it to me here for repair. Let me open the phone so that I will see the type of phone. And right here, you can see that it's a Samsung phone. It's a Samsung phone. Check this out. It's a Samsung phone. So let's proceed with the repair. Check this out. My dear technician, the next thing is for me to check for physical damage. Right here, you can see how the phone is. Without time wasted, let me apply my chemical and start the work. If you want to send your phone for repair, you're free, send your phone. And if you need a video of the repair, we are going to take time to do the video and drop on Facebook, YouTube, all our social media platforms so that you can watch and enjoy. Check this out. Check this out, my dear technician. I'm working tirelessly. You can see I'm trying to open the phone. You have to be very, very careful. My dear technician, you can see the way I'm doing. I have to be very, very careful. Check this out. I will be done. 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 If you have any question, feel free. Let me know in the comment section. Just apply a little heat. And check this out, my dear technician. You have successfully opened this phone. And here I have to apply a little heat. You can see when you apply a little heat, the back cover will remove perfectly. Check this out. And right here is the inside of the phone. You still need to open and go further. Check this out. I'm removing the screws. As a technician, I will be done. I will be done. I will be done. Check this out. If you have questions, feel free. Let me know in the comment section. I will be done. I will be done. I will be done. As a technician, if you want to learn this phone well, you are free. Let me know in the comment section or you can message me. Come and learn. Check this out. I'm taking my time to do this. I want my customer, I want my technician to be very, very happy. That's why I always take time to work customer phone. Check this out. This is where we want to work on. This is the motherboard, the PCB. I have to remove the cameras first before we can start working on it. The first thing is for us to clean the PCB because the PCB is dirty. We have to clean it very well before we start testing, before we start troubleshooting, before we start injecting voltage, doing everything that we want to do. Okay, so after cleaning, check this out. The panel looks clean, looks nice. So the next thing is for us to inject voltage and trigger. You can see immediately I inject voltage. Right here you can see the PCB consume power immediately. So to fix this, you have to go straight to the DC to DC converter IC. If you know how to troubleshoot, you will know DC to DC converter IC. That is where we have to go to straight. You may ask, Father Joe, how do you know that the problem is from the DC to DC converter IC that you want to go to? Okay, let me answer you right now. Have in mind that the V-bar line to the DC to DC converter IC is the primary line. Okay, so immediately I connect the cable to the PCB. Immediately I inject the power to the PCB. the PCB start consuming, meaning there's a leakage, there's a power consumption. You understand? Very, very simple. So I go straight to this place. This is where we are looking for. Check this out. So right now, I want to open the shell and go straight to the DC to DC converter IC. I have to check around if there's any shorts, if there's anything that is consuming power. Check this out. If you have any question, feel free, ask me in the comment section. I want to answer a lot of your questions, so ask me question. Check this out. Right now, I want to remove the shell. You can see I'm taking my time to do this. I want you to take your time to work your customer phone. Please always take your time to work your customer phone. You have to be very, very careful. Use a good technique. You can see the technique that I'm using. You have to be very, very careful. Do not force the shell to remove. Do not force it. You can see the way I'm doing my own. I'm taking my time to do this. You don't have to rush. Please don't rush. Take your time to do this. I will be done. I will be done. I will be done. Check this out. I will be done. I will be done. I will be done. I have to be very, very careful. Check this out. I will be done. Finally, by the technician, I'm done removing the shell. So the next thing is for us to check the PCB. You have to check. Let me zoom so that we can see how the thing is. Right here, you can see that we have physical damage. We have a lot here. Check this out. The capacitor here is shorting. There's a small capacitor here is shorting near the OVP. You can see that is shorting. So we have to remove it and replace it. You can see it's not good. We have rust all over the capacitor. So we have to remove it. You can see I've successfully removed it. So the next thing is for me to replace it. My technician, I will be done. Check this out. Have to be very, very careful. You can see that I'm careful. Check this out. So I've successfully replaced the capacitor. Check this out. Next thing is for me to apply my chemical and clean it very well. Check this out. After that, I dry it very well and check if there is any other error. You can see I test the VBAT's capacitor. You can see that we have a short. We have a short right here, so we have to change this capacitor. Have in mind that the DC to DC converter receive voltage from the battery and also receive voltage from the charging port, yes, which we know as the V-bus. So the V-bus side is this one that I'm removing right now. It was shorting. Yes, we have half shorts, so I have to remove it and replace it. Check this out. There's a half short, so I have to remove it and replace it. And I also check the output and confirm, which is the VPH power. I will check and confirm if there is anything shorting or if there is anything consuming power or whatsoever. I will just take my time to do it. Okay, so after replacing the capacitor, I clean it very well and I zoom in to check. So after that, we proceed to testing again. You can see that there's no more shorting. You can see that the primary line is free. No more shorting in the primary line. But for the VPH power line, we have a short. If you notice when I was testing, there is a short right there. Before I go straight to the VPH power line, let me check the power on button. Right here you can see we have a physical damage, so I have to clean it. Check this out. My data ignition, I apply my chemical. You have to take your time to do it, don't rush. I apply flux and heat up a little bit to remove the short. If you have questions, feel free, let me know in the comment section. The next thing is for me to try to power on the phone to see. You can see as soon as I connect, right here you can see it's still the same thing, it's still consuming power. So we are going to go straight to the VPH power line. You can see that we have a short, like I said before, we have a short. The next thing is for me to connect power. I want to see the output power of the VPH. I want to see if there's any output power right there. I first of all test the VBAT power and confirm that we have voltage. So the next thing is for me to go straight to the VPH power. You can see that we have 4.3 volts in the VPH power, meaning there is output even with the short. Okay, and I test the power key. I want to confirm if we have voltage there, and right here you can see that we have voltage 4.2, meaning that the problem is from the power IC, not from the DC to DC converter IC. So we are not going to do anything in the DC to DC converter line. We are going to go straight to the power IC. That is where the problem is, not from the DC to DC converter. Okay, so that's where we are going to go straight and work on. As a phone technician, you need to know all of this. It's important. You need to know all of this so that you not open all the shell at once. Okay, because when you know how to troubleshoot, you know the particular shell to open and start doing whatsoever that you want to do. Okay, check this out. Check the technique I use. Don't rush, just take your time to do this. If you have questions, feel free, let me know in the comment section. Check this out, my data ignition. I will be done. Check this out. If you have any question, feel free. Check this out. I'm taking my time to do this, so I want you to take your time to do your customer phone. I will be done. 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 Check this out. You have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very careful, my data technician. I'll be done. Check this out. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. So right here, you can see that we have a physical damage here. I told you guys that the problem is from the power IC, not from the DC to DC converter IC again. And right here, you can see we have another physical damage. So I apply my chemical and I clean it. Check this out. Check this out, my data ignition. I'm taking my time to do this. Want this phone to be fixed. Check this out. So after cleaning, the next thing is for me to remove the power IC. Have to remove it and check if we have any physical damage under the power IC that could cause the short, because there are sometimes we have physical damage under the power IC and it causes a short. So I have to get the power IC removed. After removing the power IC, the phone will not short again because it's from the power IC. My dear technician, I'm very sure that you have learned something new today. Check this out. My dear technician, I told you guys that it's important that you need to know how to reball, how to remove IC, how to reball it, how to mount it back. It's very, very important, because if you don't know it, how will you be able to remove IC? How will you be able to reball and mount it back? Check this out. After removing the IC, I test the capacitor. No short. No more shorting. No more half short. No more partial shorts. So the problem is from the IC. The problem is from the IC. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to reball the IC and mount it back. I'm going to reball it and mount it back. Check this out. So let me desolder first before I mount the IC back. I have to desolder it first. This is not a rushing work. You have to take your time to do it, okay? If you have any question, feel free. Let me know in the comment section. I will be done. I will be done. I will be done. I'm taking my time to do this. I want you to take your time to do this. Don't rush, my dear technician. It's a step-by-step process. Troubleshooting any phone is a step-by-step work process. You have to check one after the other. Check this out. I'm sure you know this IC. From the solder part, you should know the IC number. So right now, I want to mount the IC back after reballing. Check this out. So let me heat up. I'm heating the IC right now. I'm taking my time to do it, so make sure you set it very well. You can see that I'm setting my own. So set your own very well. I will be done. I will be done. I will be done. Check this out. If you have question, feel free. Let me know in the comment section. I'm done. My technician, after mounting back the IC, the phone still short again. The VPH power still short again, meaning that the power IC is not working. So the next thing is for me to short the power key with the ground. You may ask, Father Joe, why do you short the power key with the ground? I'm shorting because I want to test and be sure that the power IC, even with the shorting, whether it's still working or not, because there are sometimes power IC short but still working. So I confirm, checking here, 3.3 volts not available. This is the UFS IC, and checking 1.8 right here is not available. So 2 voltage are not available, meaning that the power IC is not working. The power IC is not working. You may ask, Father Joe, how do you know where the 3.3 volts is? I use Orion schematics, so I am the official partner. So check this out. You can see I use Orion schematics. Technician. So what I will do right now is that I will contact the owner of the phone, the person that sent the phone to me. I will contact him and tell him that the power IC is not working. So when he send me money to fix it, I'll fix it and still drop the video for you guys. So see you in my next video. Bye for now. I love you all.